Welcome to the much-anticipated presidential debate for the upcoming elections of 2024 in the Philippines. Our candidates tonight represent different ideologies and experiences. Let's begin with the first topic, the executive power and qualifications of a president according to the 1987 Constitution.
Good day, kababayan. I am Miriam. For how long of studying law degree from jurist to prosecutor, I have learned how the government efforts should be taken and who among us allowed to dare what the 1987 Constitution has to deal with us when it comes to political system. To respond the question from our moderator, what are the powers and qualifications of a president according to our present Constitution? In Section 1, Article 7 of the 1987 Constitution provides that the executive power shall be vested in the President of the Philippines. It clearly delineates the executive power, emphasizing the duty to execute and enforce laws. It is imperative for a president to understand and respect the division of powers to uphold the rule of law.
Wow! This candidate just wowed me. I think this debate can clearly shows who among our candidates really has the heart in our country. Now to proceed on our next party, let us call on Mac Jr. Sir, what are your take on qualifications required for the presidency?
Magandang araw mga kababayan. Miriam, you really give a stunning answer. But give me a chance to hear me out. My qualifications are crucial. It is equally important to bring fresh to the governance. My experience as the son of the former president gives me a unique insight of our nation. It's time for a new vision, one that filled in progress and inclusivity.
Sir, point of information. I think you really missed to answer what really needs to say.
Well, Miriam, I respect how you respond to the questions. But as a leader, it is more important to directly give actions to every problem that the people might deal along the way. I'm not a bookworm person, but surely my body is committed to dig deeper to the development of our economy, to elevate the lives of our people.
Wow! These candidates effortlessly give a standing response. Any point of information from you, Sir Pedro? I think no point of information from our third candidate. But let us proceed to Sir Pedro. Sir Pedro, what are your thoughts to the power and qualifications of the president?
Well, folks, let's make this fun. I may not have the legal jargon or the family lineage, but I know what the people want. We need leaders who can connect, who can dance to the rhythm of the masses. Let's live it up this debate!
Okay, let's refocus on the issue at hand, shall we? Miriam, how do you plan to ensure the proper execution of laws while upholding the Constitution's spirits?
Education, transparency, and accountability are key. We must empower our institution and educate our citizens about their rights. Transparency in governance and holding officials accountable are fundamental to upholding the Constitution.
Mac Jr., your response?
I agree that transparency is vital. My administration will prioritize technology to ensure the government transparency and accountability. Accessible information will empower the people, fostering to the more informed and engaged citizenry.
Pedro, any concrete plans from your end?
Concrete plans? How about concrete dance floor for all? But on a serious note, my policy is simple. I'll be their voice, their dance partner in this journey towards progress and unity.
Seems you're not in the debate, sir. There's no single pressure I see in your face. Thank you, candidates, for your perspectives. As we conclude this round, remember, the future of our country lies in the hands of our voters. Let's keep this dialogue alive as we move toward a better Philippines.
I think we have to know deeper our candidates more personally for the assurance of our people.
I'm about to ask that, Sir Mac Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we delve further into the policies and plans, I implore you all to truly know its candidate, not just a facade. Mariam, I'd like to pose a question. A simple one. Where you were born and raised?
Well, Mac Jr., I am proud to say that I'm a product of this beautiful nation, born and raised right here. Yes, I pursued my law degree at Harvard and spent time abroad, nearly a decade. But my roots, my essence, is deeply embedded here in the Philippines. And let me assure you, my dedication to this country is unwavering. My experiences abroad have only strengthened my resolve to serve our people better. I've proven myself capable, and my commitment to this nation is in it.
Well, isn't that something? We have Miriam, the globe-trotting advocate for the Philippines. Meanwhile, Mac Jr., proving to roots feels like a scene from a mystery movie. But folks, while they discuss birthplaces and passports, I'll stick to solving the real mysteries. Like, why the chicken crossed the road? Let's remember, it's about what we bring to the table, not just where we come from.
A bit of levity amidst the gravity of politics, Pedro. Now, let's refocus on the pressing issues. Mac Jr., your inquiry into background seems to strike a chord. Care to share your perspective, sir?
Of course, moderator. It's not about questioning the allegiances or the dedication, but understanding the depth of the connection each candidate holds with our nation. Mariam, your qualifications are undeniable. But as we navigate these turbulent times, shouldn't our leader have unshakable tie to our homeland from birth? That emotional bond forged in the early years can't be replicated, can it?
Your concern is valid. As Section 2, Article 7 of the 1987 Constitution states that no person may be elected as president unless he is a natural-born citizen of the Philippines, a registered voter, able to read and write, at least 40 years of age on the day of the election, and a resident of the Philippines for at least 10 years immediately preceding such election. Mac Jr., but let me assure you and the Filipino people that my bond in this country is intrinsic. The experiences overseas have enriched my perspective, but my heart beats for the Philippines. And my capabilities, honed through diverse experiences, make me more than just eligible. They make me the right choice to lead us forward.
Insightful discourse indeed. Now, as we navigate through these elections further, let's remember the depth each candidate brings to the table. Policies and plans must align with the heart of our nations. Pedro, any thoughts to add before we proceed?
Well, moderator, amid this discussion, I just like to remind everyone, whether it's about roots or words travel, it's the roots of our policies and journeys we're willing to take as a nation that truly matter. And if you are wondering why the chicken crossed the road, let's make sure it's to lead us to the brighter future for all Filipinos.
Well said, Pedro. As we conclude this debate, I want to thank each candidate for sharing their insights, perspectives, and a bit of humor along the way. The future of our nation is indeed in a crucial juncture, and your dedication to service is evident. I think our spectators would like to hear some things about the classifications of presidential power. Let's start with Miriam. What are your thoughts about it, ma'am?
Thank you. The power of appointment and removal is fundamental executive authority. It rests on the President's shoulders to select key officials, ensuring their qualifications and alignment with the administration's goals. Equally crucial is the ability to dismiss those failing in their duties or conflicting with public interest. Transparency and merit must guide these decisions, safeguarding the integrity of our institution.
Mac Jr., your thoughts on this pivotal power?
Absolutely. Mariam just nailed it. Here is my response to your questions. The power of appointments and the removal is the cornerstone of governance. Drawing from my family legacy, I understand the significant firsthand. However, I emphasize the importance of the checks and balances. Meritocracy should reign supreme, ensuring our government operates at its optimum without succumbing favoritism or nepotism.
Pedro, your take on the appointment and removal?
Removal, huh? Okay. Frankly, I'll appoint anyone who supports my stance on Free Pizza Friday. Kidding aside, seriously, this power needs careful consideration. I propose a committee system involving public representation to oversee appointments and ensure they serve the people's interests rather than political agendas.
The debate went on, with other topics covered including legislative power, military power, judicial authority, and diplomatic power.
On the classifications of presidential powers. We thank our candidates, Miriam, Mac Jr., and Pedro, for their insightful perspectives. It's now up to the voters to decide whose visions aligns best with the future they envision for our nation. Thank you and good night.